Namaste everyone and welcome. So let's see. Good morning, and it's Monday, so let's do our Anchor to Light meditation. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, Holy Masters, Saints, Archangels, Holy Angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokoksui Mahagu Jumeling, we thank you for divine light, divine love, guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith, so it is. Right, so I hope all of you have a fantastic weekend. And as we start the week, let's have just a short discussion on what consciousness is. Because you always see people talk about, raise your consciousness, expand your consciousness. What is consciousness? And without understanding it, we're just basically taking books, verses from different holy books and just quoting left and right. So when you say consciousness, it's the ability to sense certain data that comes in. Okay? So when you say, I'm conscious of the air I'm breathing, it's like, oh, okay. I'm aware of the air, its texture, smell, things like that. Oh, I'm conscious of my room. So that would involve your body, how you're feeling with your seat, how your posture is, temperature, and whatever else data that comes in. Now, that's on the physical level. Now, you have consciousness on the emotional level. When you're talking to someone, they might be saying one thing, you go, yeah, but I feel that they're saying something else. So you're conscious in the sense that you're sensing the information coming in from their emotions, even though what they say and their physical body language is different. You're just sensing it. So your consciousness is it's like your antenna is getting the data from those emotions. And same thing with the thoughts. You notice sometimes you're talking to someone, they're telling you something, but you're also going, wait, I don't think that's what they're telling me. In other words, your antennas are on many levels. And these antennas is a combination of your chakras and let's just say the energy emanation of those chakras through your channels, which you call your aura. Okay, some of you don't know what the heck you're talking about. If you take a piece of wire and cable, and in that, just make sure I got this right. Okay, that piece of wire, you got current going through. When that current goes through, you'll have an electromagnetic field. It's very similar to your body. You have life force, life current, entering your chakras, and your chakras are interconnected by energy wires, which you call meridians. So as that life current goes through, you will have a human electromagnetic field. That human electromagnetic field is what you call your aura. Make sense? That's why if your chakras get bigger, more energy goes in, more energy goes through the channels, your aura becomes bigger. And vice versa. Make sense? All right. So, understanding that, the consciousnesses of all these chakras is what you call your subconscious mind. In other words, when you sense something and you're doing something, a lot of these chakras have their own programming. So, for example, if your basic chakra at the base of your spine, which is connected to prosperity, abundance, to your survival, if it has a negative programming from growing up, we covered this last week. Growing up, your parents always telling you that, for generations, your family has been poor, so how do you expect to break out? That happens, right? Like your father, your mother was this, so here you are going, yeah, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be this and that. And what happens? They shoot it down. They said, no, just go to school like everybody else, and then, make a living, have a family, save some money, retire, and die. Okay, they don't say it that way, but you get the point. So, that programming is in your chakras. That was the data that it kept getting for all these years. So when you're going through life and you want to do something, your consciousness has already been tainted by those thought forms in your basic chakra. So if you don't get rid of it, guess what? You're playing the same program. Make sense? Same thing with your solar plexus. Okay? And your heart. So if growing up, You grew up in a very loving family. You grew up in a, what do you call this, environment where people are caring, people are very loving. So those were the thought forms and the emotional forms that were programmed into your heart and your soul plexus. So you always put other people's ahead of you. You're always very caring. You're always remembering people's birthdays, and you always look after people's well-being. So when you're outside that environment, those programs are already in. So when you're with people, that consciousness of your aura or of your chakras radiates love and caringness. Make sense? So without going to all the chakras, the bottom line is as simple as this. By recognizing that these are the consciousnesses of the chakras, you can decide what you want and what you don't want. So even though you grew up in a negative financial environment, you can say, wait, my past does not define my future. So even though my parents, my grandparents, they didn't come from a very, very well-off family, I can still change that. Because I am not these thoughts and emotions. So consciousness, you have subconscious thoughts and emotions, you have the consciousness of the chakras that are built in, that just plays in the background. That's your subconscious mind. You can recognize it first. Hey, wait, these are not the I. I'm the soul. I use my body, my aura, my chakras to create the energies I want. That's the takeaway there. Because, you can talk about consciousness all day long, but if you can't use it to change your life, in my opinion, it's useless. Now, here's a deeper secret. Once you realize that the consciousness of the aura and the chakras is not actually the consciousness of the soul, the spiritual self, the I, you get to go back and change them. See, most people, what they call their consciousness is actually the sum total of the information that is stored in the aura and the chakras. So that's why I called last week, when we talked about this, it's called automation. Most people go on auto mode. They meet a certain situation, it triggers them. Either trigger them for good or trigger them for bad. The question is what they're triggering. They're triggering the data that is stored in the chakras. Now, if you do your meditation, I'm not the body, I'm not the emotion, I'm not these thoughts, I'm not the consciousnesses of my aura, my chakras. I am the soul. I'm the creator of these thoughts and emotions and these movements. That is the real I. Right there and then you pull yourself out. Your consciousness, you're now awake. You're now conscious. You're now awake of who you really are. Then you go, oh, okay, this is not good. This is good. I keep this. I don't want to keep this. You can change it like that. Without first disidentification from what you are not, your consciousness will be swimming in the old programming. Make sense? So, an interesting way to look at it is like this. If you study quantum mechanics, quantum physics, you have Schrodinger's cat, right? That's the most famous one. They say there's a box with a cat in it. And there's radioactive something and whatever. Anyway, without going into all the details, you can read up on it. Essentially, without opening the box, the probabilities are the cat is dead or the cat is alive. So you won't know until you open it. And that's the whole idea with quantum mechanics. Both conditions are present until you observe it. Anyway, we're not going into too much detail. Now, the problem is this. That probability also affects your aura and your chakras. Some people, without consciousness, they've been pre-programmed by their parents, by their environment, by what they study, by their friends, that the cat's already dead. In other words, they go through life, that's already the program. So that's why the probability of them succeeding is almost zero, because they open up the box. Actually, before they even open the box, the cat's already dead. So they're already going the negative path. Now, some people, because of their programming growing up, or their studies, or somehow they have a good teacher, whatever, they're already walking into life assuming the cat is alive when they open up the box. So this so-called quantum mechanics, these probabilities, is connected to your consciousness. And the part that quantum mechanics still has not figured out is they go, yeah, but you see, the probabilities are there, and then there's what's that? Heisenberg uncertainty principle, which is the act of observing it will change the outcome, which is also in the movie The Avengers. Remember when, what's his name, Doctor Strange? What's it get? Okay, by the way, if I'm spoiling this for you, I'm sorry. The movie's been out for a while. If I'm spoiling it, it's your problem. You better go watch it. Okay? Anyway, so you remember Iron Man was saying, it's holding the glove, and he's looking at Doctor Strange if he should do it or not. And Doctor Strange looked at him like, if I tell you, it won't happen. So right there and then you get the idea that consciousness can change reality. Right? So, to put it all together, it's as simple as this. All these things are happening outside of the I. The I, the spiritual self, gets to choose this way or this way. Snap the finger, don't snap the finger. Be subject to your old programming or create your new programming. None of that can happen if the soul does not first withdraw itself to be conscious of itself. That's the bottom line. Because once the soul is conscious of itself, then it gets to choose whether in that box the cat is alive or dead. It gets to choose what it influences based on the outcome that it's looking for. True, the Heisenberg uncertainty principle is real. The act of observing something could change it. So you first think, okay, what is my objective? Then you start creating the thoughts and the emotions and the movements of your body. That increases the probability things will get changed in your favor. That is that. Very simple. So spirituality is the part that quantum mechanics it's still looking for. Because it's that part of the equation that screws things up. Because they still say the speed limit of the universe is the speed of light. But once you understand spirituality and oneness, that speed limit is broken. Think about it. So shall we meditate? We'll talk about this more in future talks. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, we humbly ask for your blessings. To my teacher, Master Chokoksui Mahagu Jumeli, to all the great spiritual teachers, Holy Masters, Saints, Archangels, Holy Angels, Spiritual Helpers, thank you for your immense blessings. In full faith, and so it is. All right. I hope I didn't geek you guys out too much. But just something to think about. Because the old people think science is here, spirituality is here. They don't realize the two sides of the same coin. One explains the other. You just need the link. All right, let's do meditation to the hearts. Before we do this, let's affirm who we really are. Put your hands on your heart like this. Tap your crown. I am that. I am. I'm not the body. I am not the emotions. I'm not the thoughts. I am the soul. I am the spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that. The soul, the spiritual self, a being of pure energy with no mass. Pure spiritual energy with no speed limit. I am that self. I am connected and one to my higher soul, my higher self. I am connected and one with the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God. I am one with God. I am one with all. There is only oneness. I am that. Be still. Now open your hands in blessing. Just say, we are one. Now be aware of your heart. Be aware of your hands. Just say, our hearts are one. Our souls are one. There's only oneness. Be aware of your heart. Project lots of love to the entire earth. Visualize the earth in front of you. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Bless your family with unconditional love, your relatives, your friends, the city, the country, the entire world with peace and unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Bless the entire world with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, especially the areas that are going through difficult times right now. Many countries in the world are still suffering from the effects of the pandemic, either directly or indirectly, like India, Brazil, the surrounding areas around Nepal and India. Political unrest and violence in the Middle East. Let there be peace, let there be forgiveness, let there be divine order, so be it. Colombia, Venezuela, Afghanistan, there's so many places in the world, and most of them don't get in the news. So many people are suffering. May they be blessed with hope and with faith and a better tomorrow. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Darkness is the ignorance of one's true nature, a being of light. So may all be blessed with their realization of their true nature, a being of spiritual light. And where there is sadness, let me sow joy. May every person, every being on earth be blessed with peace, with love, with the spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and joy. So be it. So be it. Now be aware of your heart, take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown, exhale. And just stay there, stay on your crown. Just say, our souls are one, our spirits are one. Now be aware of your crown in your hands, fill the earth with golden light. Bless your relatives, your friends, people you work with. Bless the city, the state, the country you live in. Let that golden light spread throughout the entire world. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being. May every person, every being on earth be blessed with loving kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. Just flood the earth with peace, with love, and with kindness. So be it. So be it. Now be aware of your heart and your crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath. Exhale, imagine golden light pouring out of our hands to the earth. Again, be aware of your heart and crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale, pour golden light to the entire earth. Again, be aware of your heart and crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale, imagine golden light flowing out of our hands, filling the entire earth. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being. May every person, every being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, may every sentient being in every direction, every dimension, above and below, be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. And at this time, for so many, physical healing, emotional healing, relationship healing, and financial healing. Bless those you know who are in need now. from the center of the heart of God. May all be blessed with understanding, harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. Blessings be to all. So be it, so be it, and so it is. May all be blessed. Now put your hands down. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Imagine a beautiful golden flame floating above your crown. Just be still. Be aware of the love within your heart. Send a stream of love from your heart up to your throat, to the center of your head, to your crown, past your crown, and into that golden flame. And stay there. Be aware of the golden light. Allow your entire consciousness to simply melt into that golden light. And listen. Your consciousness is gently drifting deeper and deeper into that ocean of golden light. Be still and let go, and just let things be now. Higher frequency, higher frequency, higher frequency. Let go. You realize your true nature, a spiritual being of divine light, divine love, and divine power. Gently, very slowly, gently and slowly, settle back into your physical body. Move your fingers, move your toes, gently and slowly come back. Take your time. Raise your hands in blessing position. Let's release the excess energy our bodies cannot absorb. Visualize the people you love in your life. Visualize them in front of you. Fill them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. Flood them with so much unconditional love. So be it. Bless relatives and loved ones or friends who are in need. Bless them with a better life. So be it. Blessings be to all. Now be aware of your feet, the base of your spine, your hands. Project golden light down into the earth. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it. So be it. And so it is. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. To my beloved and respected teacher, Master Tuakok Sui Mahagu Jumain, thank you all for the blessings and the wisdom, the healing and the divine protection. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. Okay, open your eyes. I hope you liked the meditation. We've been raising the frequency higher and higher, make it easier for you to tap into a higher frequency. Okay? And it's interesting. You know, people keep talking about different dimensions. Oh yeah, I'm this dimension, that dimension. Let me make it simple for you. First dimension is a line, a horizontal line, right? So let's just say that's length. And then second dimension, width. Third dimension is height. That's why your third dimension is got 3D, right? So from there, it gets a little blurry. People say, yeah, what are these higher dimensions? People keep claiming I come from this dimension, that dimension. Fourth dimension is time. Time. So at this point in time, you're moving through a certain space, the 3 dimensions, right? You're going forward, backward, left, right, up, down. And in that movement, you're consuming time. That's what they call it, space-time. So when you claim to be a fifth dimensional being means your consciousness is above the 4. So literally the soul is beyond the 4 dimensions. So when they say, oh,